Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm here with a tarot and oracle card reading for the Libra Collective. I'll also share messages that I received that are channeled psychically. And yeah, we'll use a variety of cards. They're all listed below. What do we have for Libra Collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement of Libra for the rest of November 2025, for the next couple of weeks. Let's see, for Libra, the intention of the rest of November. Ancestry, healing the past, and history with Amber. Oh, yes. Libra, some of you could be investigating something again from your past. Something could be returning, or you're just wanting to kind of go a little deeper into maybe even, yes, your ancestry, but also in how something came to be the way it is. All right. Now, these messages won't all resonate for all of you, but do only take what resonates. And the letter T, as in Tanya or Tiffany or Thomas, could be of significance, as well as the month of August. Let's see what else we have for the Libra Collective. It's almost like you're there's something about your security and it's almost like paying your dues. That's what it feels like. There's an energy of sort of you've paid your dues, or you're stepping up to do that. There's just it's almost like even a final payment with something could be happening within the next month or so, or it just happened. Let's see, Libra. Go slow, Libra. Start small if you can, is what I'm hearing. We have Coral here with refresh, regeneration, and renewal. Yeah, it seems like, and I know we're in the Mercury retrograde energy. That's not why I'm saying this. I'm saying this now because that's what I am feeling. And with the cards here now, there's something returning from the past, or you're taking a deeper look at something from the past. It doesn't mean ex-lover. If you know my channel, that's not what I'm talking about. Sure, if that's what you're wanting, then yes, you'll probably attract that. But because thoughts become things, right? But it seems more like breathing new life into something that at one time you maybe loved even 20 years ago, but then you didn't do that for a while, and now you might be coming back to it. So there's, just take it or leave it, right? And I'm getting just like I got for our last reading the cards, we had 2 lotus flowers show up. I'm actually seeing an orange lotus. And so maybe you're feeling, extra creative, extra fertile in some way, right? Not just the traditional way, but maybe just creation in general is strong. And we have peach here with beauty, comfort, and serenity. I'm feeling horse energy too right now. That could be, freedom, power, movement in some way. And you'll notice the feathers here too. They want me to point out feathers. Some of you are finding feathers, or will. And then you have magenta here with different, diverse, and unusual. I can actually smell the flowers of something. So I don't know, do you have something flowery going right now? Or because I'm actually getting the scent of flowers. Or maybe, Libra, your ability to gather like psychic information through your sense of smell is awakening. Let's go into the... No, actually, I want to get a few more tarot or oracle cards before going to tarot. All right, Libra. Bees. So card 40, bees. Sweetness, cooperation, hard work, focus, dedication, sweet results, and duty. Yeah, I brought up that word, like paying your dues or something, and then you have the word duty. I mean, what are the odds of that? It feels as though it's like you're ready to do that work. It could be work you've done in the past, or it could be, doing the hard work of like healing generational wounding or something, but the results will be good. It feels like you're getting more cooperation and more support in whatever way makes sense for you in your situation. It feels like you'll be getting more of that than you would have if you had done this before, or if you've already done this before. Some of you could even be starting your own business too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so cards fell that were out of reach. The one on the table is woman. So there's card 29, some sort of female influence, female friend, relative. Now, it could be something, Libra, that kind of started about with around the time of the full moon in Taurus on the 5th. So it could be, I don't know if you submitted an application around then or what, but you could be hearing back, or something's moving forward with that right now, or sometime the end of, because this is for the next 2 weeks. So that could be. I actually get, Libra, for some of you, you're actually going to turn something down initially. You could turn something down. I wonder if then they come back with something better, or if you find something better. Thought I had a flipper. I'm actually hearing the name. It's a name like Fiona or something like, something like that. Philomena, even, I just heard. And then you have key. So I feel this is actually connecting to your security. And let's see what it says here. It says answers, unlock, revelation. It's an open yes. It's a breakthrough. Something connected to fate and karma. I wonder if we'll get the Wheel of Fortune when we start pulling tarot. So you could be working. You might actually have a new supervisor, a new coworker or colleague that's a woman that you're going to be partnering with in some way. So again, this won't resonate with all of you, but it does feel, I'm feeling kind of motivated. You might be feeling extra motivated, extra inspired. It's very different than how we felt in October. So what else do we have? Whoa, star, yay. Hope, recognition. Now I love that this is underneath that magenta card, because something here really is unusual. You know what, Libra, I'm going to tell you right now, you stand out above the competition. You truly do. You stand out above the competition. That is a huge message to take away from this reading. This is about your reputation, progress, wishes, optimism, dreams, all of that. Okay, too many cards fell out. But you have ring and cloud. So this is some sort of commitment that's a little unclear. All right. So there's something here about you might not know, or like, it's like almost I'm getting this energy too, where here's an example. They're giving me a story. My guides are giving me an actual story. This could be someone's story that plays out or just played out. And it is specific, but it's something along the lines of you apply for something around the new moon. I'm sorry, the full moon, at the beginning of the month, right? Applied for something or noticed something. It's something connected to your past in some way. The contact could be a woman. It's going to require your commitment in some way. It's as though some bad things that happened in the past are coming to the surface to be healed for good, to really be healed. So you can really kind of not feel as though that is a failure in some way. Maybe something once did feel like a failure, and now it feels like, no, it just wasn't the right time, or you're different now, or you find the right match in some way. But then it feels like there's a little bit, you get excited, and then it feels like there's a little bit of confusion about the commitment itself. It feels like it just takes too long, or there's something about, if it involves a contract or something doesn't quite sit right. Okay. It feels sort of like that. It's like, oh, wait, but I thought I was getting paid this, or I thought my title was this, And then you have fish here. So this is about abundance. It's about something flowing smoothly. So what I like is after these clouds regarding the commitment, after the confusion, or maybe even you start doubting yourself and being like, oh, I'm not ready about something. And then things start running smoothly again. And remember, I was getting horse with freedom. This card of fish has freedom right on it. And I am getting the name Mike or Michael. Okay. So some of you too, that randomly specific, either you or someone in spirit trying to communicate, owned a restaurant, or they were really good in the kitchen or something. I'm getting that. Okay. So again, randomly specific. All the messages here on this channel are. So we're using the Cheeky Tarot by Danilo Sonino. This deck is straight from Italy, and it's by Whitefly Tarot Shop. So, okay, so now at Libra, you have an Ace of Swords and a Five of Swords. All right, so I'm hearing it's important to stay the course. There are brighter days ahead. This is definitely a good transition. You're moving on. Have a strategy, though, that's going to pay off. That will absolutely pay off. And remember, Libra, ultimately, you are in charge of this new beginning. Okay. Yeah, there's certainly an energy of someone wanting to work with you in some way. Now, do you want to work with them? That's another question. And again, it almost feels as though something that you had difficulty with in the past. So now we have the Four of Wands, and they're giving me reception with this card. And I don't normally get that, but it would make sense. So it's the 1111 card. By the way, if you're interested in 1111, I just did an 1111 portal reading on 1111, and it was awesome. And this is part of that energy, the Four of Wands. Okay, so because it has, the two wands, which is an 11 and two wands. And so it feels as though, the Four of Wands, that's like some sort of alignment. It feels as though that's what's happening. It's an alignment and it's a wish come true. See the ladybug? And it feels as though this is something maybe that's been, again, a long time coming. It feels as though you're getting recognized for your skill set or for your originality, for something that you bring to the table. Again, remember I said, you are like way above the competition. You stand out amongst any competition as a star, as a leader, as someone who's had unique life experiences, even that others they haven't had. Even if you have a degree and someone else in the running for a position or something has the degree, you beat them out because there's something very unique about you or what you do. Your energy is actually a little refreshing to some people that you might end up working with. But anyway, this is achievement, right? This is some sort of agreement. It could be some sort of contract in some way, even that is shaping up, that it does feel as though even if there is something unclear about it, whatever this is, it leads to more abundance and more financial freedom for you, Libra. By the way, your next reading, I'm going to do the weekly on the 16th on Sunday. I might do one for you tomorrow. Sometimes I'm doing like Friday shortened bonus readings, Friday afternoons. But if I do or don't do that, doesn't matter. Tuesday, you will be getting a financial money career reading, okay? Even though we cover it in every reading, it's more of a solely the focus. So I feel like this might actually contain messages that, we'll see what the cards say for that, but they might be connected because I'm really feeling a major financial shift for you in this reading. So yeah. So anyway, that'll come out November 18th. Northern Hemisphere. All right. All right. November 18th. Then we have that new moon in Scorpio too, the day after or 2 days after, depending on where you are in the world. Yeah. New moon, new beginnings, right? All right. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Some of you, I'm hearing clairaudiently, you're going to be strutting your stuff. And they gave it to me as strutting your stuff. Yeah, maybe you should strut your stuff. Strut your stuff, man. You are the star, after all, right? So, kind of looking things over, but in deciding you're going to stick with something. So 77 also could mean something for you. I think there's also there's a testament here to your dedication. Like, how badly do you want something? It's as though you're going to take a stand. You're going to persevere and not make any sort of compromises here. That's Seven of Wands energy when it comes to what it is you want to build or grow. And these are both cards of perseverance, the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. All right. Some of you, you've gone through so many major tests, really. I'm getting 747 too. All right. So that is a number coming in. And I did notice it on the timer earlier too. And then now they're giving me 747 because we literally have Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Seven of Wands. So 747. So maybe look up what that means for you. What else do we have for Libra? It's important to be very forthright about what your skills are and what your desires are and what your needs are in entering into whatever this is. So, not making empty promises or something. And then being mindful, making sure they're not telling you stuff that isn't going to actually be true. And so, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. Is it going to take hard work? Yes, it will. It might actually take a little bit of negotiating, Libra, for you to get what it is you want out of a certain situation, reputation, deal, contract, relationship even. But it's worth it. Now, again, you are going to be working hard. But that could be even a training period of some kind, right? Or if it's a new relationship, it's like, you're really trying to get to know each other or trying to figure out each other's schedules, or maybe you're trying to figure out how to enter in. I'm getting a couple of things. I'm getting clearing clutter as like a project. And then I'm also getting, some of you might be incorporating healthier habits or things into your lifestyle, like exercise. We have the Death card here. That is a card of transformation, right? And the new moon coming up is, in fact, in Scorpio, and this is the card of Scorpio. And look at something with fresh eyes, right? Children, they're looking at this differently. They're like, oh, what's that? How cool, exciting. And then you have the religious person praying. You have this woman who's sad, and they're all responding differently to this transition, right? So it's going to, there's probably a lot to it, to whatever this shift is. But brighter days ahead, again, coming in as a theme. Yes, read between the lines. Read something carefully. Really look it over carefully. And also, if you feel like you're not really getting the answers from somebody, they're not being very forthcoming, again, stand your ground. If something's not clear, it needs to be made clear before you enter into whatever this new beginning is or agreement. And listen to your intuition. Yeah. Oh, listen to your intuition. And you have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Both cards of listening to your intuition, Libra. I just said reading between the lines, and now you have two cards about your intuition. So yeah, you're reading between those energetic lines still. Some of you are going to be so happy you cut some particular something out of your life, or even if it's sort of, energetic cord cutting or whatever you want to call it, however you do your disconnection from harmful energies or hurtful energies or ones that are draining. But it's making the right decision, the decision that's best for you, Libra. And whatever this opportunity is, it could be considered a stepping stone towards something better. 10 of Wands. So, it has to do with and we have the Three of Wands, the Strength card, Queen of Wands. Now, will your strength be tested with all of these cards? Yes, it will be. Overall, Libra, this is about your expansion. Don't take on too much all at once. Okay, maybe you're doing something part-time or just introducing something a little bit at a time, right? And then, but you're moving out of that comfort zone. You're taking that chance here with this Three of Wands, and it can lead to some sort of rapid growth, really. once you get through this initial period of this change, Libra, this transformation, the shift you're making, it then leads to so much courage. You're going to feel so much more confident. There's self-respect here. There's knowing your power. It's like not needing to rely on people, places, things that are not helpful anymore. You're not making those unhealthy choices. It's like, again, making something that's really going to last. Yeah, building on solid ground is coming in. And remember too, nothing stops a Queen of Wands, and she does not care what other people think of her. She doesn't care. She's got her black cat there. Oh, people might say, oh, that's unlucky. And she's, she's someone who gets a lot of attention. She might, dress in a particular way that's considered sort of loud and colorful or whatever, but she doesn't care. She's herself all the time. So it's important, be yourself, right? That stuff that makes you stand out, that makes you different, makes you unique and special. Okay. Now, Queen of Wands, Strength card. What a boost of confidence this is, seriously, and vitality. Okay, there's something here about, but you need to remember, Libra, you've got to pace yourself here with something. You're not expected to do everything all at once. Okay, you might feel like, oh, I need to do that. No, you need to take care of yourself and have a balance, right? That's something we're always striving for here as Libras. So, all right. So the second half of November, it's a pivotal recalibration is what it is. It's definitely a transition. There's a shift away from the internal towards practical, visible results. And look, there's the Ace of Wands. It's because you're taking action, Libra. Okay, this is about you've already been kind of arranging the pieces and brainstorming. You've been doing this for a while now, and now you're being more discerning about who gets access to you, about what you're going to choose to grab onto with this breakthrough. This is a breakthrough, and you're taking action in a direction. The direction becomes more clear. The path becomes more clear. Absolutely. You're being more discerning, and you're helping clear up any sort of clouds, confusion. This is about you getting clarity on something, finalizing some paperwork, a contract, even a new start. You could be negotiating something with regard to that, as I said. And I feel as though you're committing. You're finally committing. Some of you have been wanting to or needing to make a choice. And I feel for Libra, November is a time when finally some of you are going to be committing. Pay attention to the dates of, I'm going to say, the 18th to the 24th. Those feel pretty powerful. 18th to the 25th. Okay, so that week. I mean, that could be like most of this month, but in particular, those days, 18 to 25. I don't know. I'm just getting those numbers too, so that could be meaningful in some way. Or that week of, the 17th there's that, which is actually next week. So it feels like next week is more of like that pivotal moment than the last week of November. But, again, it's not a personal reading. It'll only resonate for some of you. So, again, clarity. There's a meaningful, it's a meaningful, I'm getting the word resolution, but it's a meaningful connection even coming in. And you have the Hanged Man. Now, I wonder if this meaningful connection could even have to do with your higher self, your, divine guidance, that sort of thing coming in at the end of the year for you as you have the Hanged Man here. Okay. So I'll be doing your December reading next, the 25th. Okay. So it's going to be your weekly readings, and your December 2025 reading will be out on 11/25. Okay, so if you're wondering what December has, I thought of December because I see this 12 here. So it does feel as though I feel there's something absolutely aligned. And even though something's aligned for you and it's like maybe perfect for you, there needs to be flexibility between both parties. So if it's a relationship, right, you're having to, again, compromise. If it's a contract, you might be negotiating in some way. If it's you adding something to your routine or changing something there, shifts there, something there, changing something there. It's like just making sure you're being flexible and not trying to do too much. It's important to be grounded, because the world could feel rather noisy right now, a little uncomfortable even. And you have the world card. I say the world, and then you get the world card. So this is much more, it feels as though getting clarity regarding what action to take for that ultimate blessing that you're wanting to bring in, whether it's a new home or something new for the home, or you feeling more at home in yourself, your being, your body, or spirituality, but feeling more. I get for some of you, you're actually going to be getting that, like meeting a group of people or getting into a new environment where it really does feel like you belong. Okay, so there's certainly a sense of belonging wherever you are. What else do we have? Anything to be aware of? What else do we need to be aware of? Anything to be aware of? It looks like we have, I mean, it's pretty clear what sort of, what good things we have coming in. Some of you even have, this, might be getting a few new clothes or something, or changing your style a bit too. I am feeling that. Some of you, yes, you have that commitment, partnership, being recognized too for, again, the star you are. And then you have judgment here. So be mindful of your decisions right now, and getting that. And again, not taking on something if it's unclear. You need clarity with this. In order to make a final decision about something, you're going to need clarity. So don't back down. Be aware of that. Anyone trying to push you or rush your decision, okay? Because for some of you too, this is really, it does feel kind of like wake up call vibes. But I get good news. I do get good news coming in with the wake up call. So just, there's another, something coming in clairaudiently. Claire, just all the Claires really, it's kind of bringing in, there's like a stuffy kind of energy, and just being mindful about how you're coming across something. There's this potential for something to be misinterpreted. High priestess. Yeah. Either you're the misinterpreting or you're being misunderstood in some way, potentially. So just, use your voice to clear anything up that feels kind of, like a mystery in some way or secretive, and really trust yourself, Libra. Many major arcana cards. And then you have the Chariot card and the Two of Cups. Yeah, some of you are moving into a partnership that, I'm going to tell you, it feels like it was sent from the heavens. It's just some sort of commitment contract or something that you're deciding to really, commit to. Even if it's committing to connections or healing or, a job or something. It could be so many different things. But I feel like you are realizing that you are, in fact, in control of how this goes, and you're not desperate in any way. I do feel a lot of you are, in fact, going to be ready to move forward with something here that's overall is connected to your overall success, abundance, and happiness. Oh, wow. Okay, bottom of the deck, I have to show you. It's the Fool card. I saw it. I have to show you. So, but this is, look how carefree and happy they are. This is good. And it's, again, new beginning kind of energy. New beginning. And for some of you, you need to remember, you are not new at life. You might be new at a particular something, but you're not new. You're not completely new at some other, even if you've never held this particular position, or you've never, dated this kind of person, or it's all, something's new to you. You're not new at life. Okay. Focus on your strengths. Focus on your strengths. Oh, I knew it was going to come out. I knew it. There's that devil. It's that, that energy that it's like telling you that, you can't possibly be independent. You can't possibly do this on your own. You'll never be free of something. That's baloney, right? That's phony baloney is what it is. And who are you going to take with you? What are you going to take with you into this new beginning? You're not going to want to be taking the same baggage. Nothing that feels heavy, right? There's that 5 of Cups. Yeah, nothing that feels heavy. You're going to want to focus on the 2 cups standing, okay? Not the ones that have already spilled. Bringing grief and, upset and baggage with you will not help you. That's not going to help you at all, right? And look, here we have Justice card coming in. So this is again, an energy of like recalibration, of truth telling, of aligning to your truth, and really not allowing yourself to be pulled down or swept away by the past or anything that feels heavy and burdensome. You're protected. Okay, you are protected in some way. Love this for you, Libra. Oh yeah, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Actually, didn't I say at the beginning of the reading, I'd be curious if the Wheel of Fortune came? Well, here it is. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. You have so many major arcana cards. We're going to go over this in just a minute, but you have a couple of aces too, a couple of queens, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. You have Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. And then we're going to go over these, all these. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune. And again, this is about something, Libra, you are meant to be doing or meant to have, and you're making it happen. And again, it does feel kind of like connecting to, an old cycle but it's new now. It's change. It's good. It's better. Okay. It could feel as though you lost control of something, or you had some sort of loss in the past that comes back around, and you turn it into like this fabulous new opportunity, and it has never felt so great, and when you have the Chariot and you have the Wheel of Fortune, I feel as though, and the Judgment card and the Star card here, it's like you're being called, Libra, to really take control, right? Really take control and get in that driver's seat of life, right? You're not a passenger. You are the main star. You are the center stage, right? And people want to see you, and know what you're all about. And so there could be a lot of curiosity even about you and what you believe in, what you do. Maybe you're getting interviewed for something, or again, maybe you're newly starting something. And even if you're not, it feels as though, again, even a new connection coming in, or you're connecting to something else, because connection goes both ways, right? That overall could lead to breakthrough for you, a breakthrough of some kind. That saying, oh, it's not what you know, but who you know. There's some truth to that, but also don't worry if like you don't have the connections other people might have, because again, it feels as though you're able to shine on your own, And, oh my gosh, I say you're able to shine on your own, and then you get the Sun card. That's incredible to me. That's like amazing. There you are, Libra. Things are shining. Things are really looking up. This is very joyous. I don't feel like I even need to get another card. I mean, this is like, you're just going to keep getting all these positive major arcana cards, it seems. I mean, do we have things that don't look so great or feel like ick when we see them? Sure we do. 5 of Cups, Devil, 7 of Wands. They're not like fabulous, but they're not terrible. None of the 5 of Swords, but that's the thing, is it's all a matter of perspective anyway, right? But I feel that you're getting a boost. You're really getting a boost. And this is major glow up vibes. Okay, majorly. With the Star, with a, Queen of Wands, with Sun card. You've got the Fool card. You've got all these great cards. Judgment, with the other cards around it like that. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, wow, you are ending a tough cycle. You absolutely are. And you're being kind of put in that spotlight, though. Okay, so be ready. Because people want to know, again, they want to know what you're about, Libra. All right. Let's look at this. So you have the Sun card, you have Justice, you have the Strength card, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Devil, you have Death, you have Fool, High Priestess, World card. I've never seen this many major arcana cards in a single reading. Holy moly. The Chariot card. I've never seen this. Judgment card, and the Hanged Man. Are you kidding me? And then you have, like I said, you have a couple of aces and a couple of queens. So those are really great too. And you get the Four of Wands. I mean, these are great. A lot of Wands energy. So I do feel you really are taking action. You have 12 major arcana cards in a single reading. 12. And I'm not even including the fact that this is the star card, okay, in a different deck, an oracle deck. But you have 12, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You have almost half of your cards. Almost half of your cards in this whole reading. Out of 26 tarot cards, almost half are major arcana. That's incredible, Libra. I don't know what to say except congratulations on all that's coming in for you. I mean, there's a lot of positivity here. You're going to be shining. And again, you outshine the competition for whatever is going on, even if it's not something competitive. A lot of things we are competing, for someone's attention, or we're competing for, an opportunity of some kind, or, resources or whatever. So yeah, you outshine others. Definitely. And it's about time you realize it. For Libra, this is the Celtic Brew Spirit Oracle, or Spiritual Oracle. Cleanse, Libra. Remove toxic energy to thrive. Remember I said, don't bring in old stuff, old baggage into this new beginning. That is not what you want to do, right? You want to make sure it's a fresh start. It's truly a fresh start. And I think the universe will meet you halfway. If you do your part, it will do it. Or your guides, whatever you believe in, your gods, God. All right, Libra. Moon phases. Yeah, the moon phases will assist you. Okay, and again, work with them. Do what you can with them. I always do moon readings, new moon, full moon. So I do a reading around it or right on that moon shift. Okay, so yeah, there'll be another one again, as I said, depending on where you are. It's November 19th or November 20th. That's that new moon in Scorpio, and that can really help you with this newness, this shift, this. Think about what Scorpio energy means. In tarot, Scorpio would be a death card for its major arcana, right? So again, it's that big transformation. And what else do we have? I am getting Cobra, and I'm also getting sheep. Okay, so it makes me think of, I'm a fan of Ted Andrews and the author of Animal Speak and many other works. And Cobra, when that comes in, well, we'll talk about sheep. When sheep comes in, or lamb, I guess he might call it. That is actually, I don't know if that's in his. I don't know if it's in that book. Let's see. Well, when I'm thinking about actually like kind of not putting yourself out there, almost like being kind of shy, right? Sheepish, So it's important to remember that you are not a follower. Okay, so that's not from Ted Andrews. That's from me. But the Cobra part, that's about. That is from Ted Andrews, and he would say that's about swift response. That's about making those quick decisions, right? And that's not about acting impulsively. It's about knowing when an opportunity comes in, you're going to pounce on it, right? So it's like not being afraid to do that. And maybe, you're standing out in some way. Okay. All right. What else? You also have karmic debt. So this is about something feeling imbalanced. Maybe it's some sort of, like, again, karmic lesson. You had the Wheel of Fortune there coming in, and you also had even your first card has to do with healing the past and healing history. And then you had another card here that had to do with fate. Oh no, that was the key. That also had to do with karma and fate. So, but there's a solution. That's just it. There's a breakthrough. There's a solution. And you have claircognizance. So that is a strong intuition, right? That's some sort of download from the universe. And you have crown chakra. There we are again. So connecting to the divine and divine wisdom in some way. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else do we have for Libra? Let's see. We'll use the Golden Insights Oracle by Maruka X. And then we'll get animal cards, angel messages, as well as, oh, I want to get you an empath empowerment card too. Oh, so 3 just fell. Didn't look at them yet. You have bell. So there's someone's arrival, an announcement. You're drawing attention. Yes, you are. You're getting attention. You are in that spotlight. You have moon here with intuition and inner knowledge and just knowing, right? Divine feminine. And then you have some sort of fork in the road here with fork. And some of you may feel as though, yeah, there's really no going back. Or you know what I'm going to say, it's even if you're going back to something similar, it's different now. It's not at all the same because you're not the same. And the world's not the same. You also have theater masks. So this is about conflicting feelings. Some sort of possible someone wearing a mask or unnecessary drama. Be mindful of that. But again, I feel as though things like cleansing and, and connecting to the divine and using the moon phases will help you. And then you have acorn. Good luck. Great things coming. It's all about your perseverance and power. Your perseverance is going to really pay off. And bottom of the deck, you have clover. So we have good fortune. So luck on your side. This is prosperity, right? With acorn and clover, that's certainly prosperity. Yes, absolutely. Look at that. Acorn, clover, that is prosperity. And, you have the Sun card and Justice. Let's just remember that, right? Sun card and Justice. There we are, Libra, and here we are shining. Libra is shining in November. Angel number. No, Empath's Empowerment. Empath's Empowerment deck by Judith Orloff. What do we have? Hey, if you enjoy this reading, please do like the video, hype, subscribe, comment. That's all free. Helps me out. Thank you. What do we have? Release fear. So stop inventing scary stories about the future, stay in the now, and affirm your strengths. I said that, focus on your strengths. You also have let yourself receive support. It's often easier for empaths to give than to receive. Allow others to support you and experience the pleasure of their caring energy. And nourish your body. So if you're tired, rest. If you're in pain, pamper yourself instead of pushing through. Treat your body as a precious friend and listen to its needs. And then you also have set limits with draining people. Yeah, something like that came up in the reading. So this is about when people are depleting you, kindly set a limit. Like, I only have 10 minutes to listen right now. So the such self-care is respectful and empowering. You could also just tell them, yeah, I don't have time to listen right now. You don't even have to give them 10 minutes. If you know it's going to be draining and you know where this is going, it's like, it's okay sometimes, Libra, to just say no and to draw that boundary, right? You don't even have to explain why. You could just say, I'm sorry, I can't talk right now, right? Or don't even say sorry. It's up to you, right? All right, angel numbers. If you don't have time, you don't have time. 6, 7, 8, 9. Unconditional love. So no matter the flaws, you give and receive love. We all have strengths and challenges. And 111. Yay, Libra, manifestation. So keep positive. Thoughts manifest quickly. I'm certainly feeling those magician vibes with this number. And you have 1212, manifesting your dreams. Okay, so manifestation again. So stay focused on your goals and dreams. Do not allow yourself, Libra, to be easily sidetracked or swayed or pushed in some way, right? Now, I do want to get you some galactic angel messages before we close out, as well as the power animal cards. So you have keep your vibrations high, rise above any negative thoughts or actions. You can be the bigger person here, okay? And if you need to walk away to do that, there's that advice here too, but that's all up to you, Libra. 4444 on the timer. All right, finding your footing. So life's full of ups and downs, twists, turns, bumps. You've got this, Libra, so keep moving forward. All right, power animals. I hear the name Katie. I'm hearing clairaudiently, I'm hearing Katie. Oh, okay. Whoa. I think for some of you, you're entering into something that is absolutely long term. Whatever this next thing is, it feels long term. You'll be doing a victory dance, Libra. You will be. You're going to be doing, get your dancing shoes, Libra, because you're going to be doing a major victory dance. That's what I have. Yes, absolutely. You will be doing a victory dance. Owl, lemur, jackal, and Tasmanian devil. So, Tasmanian devil, be unapologetic in your authenticity. It will filter out the people who don't want to see you win. And then we have owl, trust in the protective forces that surround you. Wealth and prosperity is returning to you. Yes, that's right. Yes, wealth and prosperity is returning to you, Libra. Maybe for some of you, you haven't had it yet, but if you have had it, I feel like this is the time when it's going to return. And then you have lemur. So dance. Remember I said get out your dancing shoes? I never say that. I mean, I think I said it once in the last 3 years, right? Dance to the rhythm of your heart and find joy in the present moment. You're already there. Yes. And then jackal. I always laugh with this one. Jackal. You can tackle any challenge that comes your way and emerge stronger than ever before. Wow. Oh, this card flipped. So 22, sign of balance. You're turning your dreams into reality. Libra, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you all the very best.